A very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move. One push. One touch. One love. One click. One XBet.
Win up to $1 million with your CSGO esports predictions. Simply guess the kill scores of the 10 players in a CSGO match. The more you guess correctly, the bigger the prize. You'll need at least 2 correct predictions to win a prize. Guess all 10 correct and win $1 million. Experience the exciting new way to add a little prosperity when watching esports tournaments. And register now to receive a free entry ticket upon sign-up. Predict kills, win millions, prosper.
Trying to get the skin of your dream for a long time but can't get it in any way? On our website you have a unique opportunity to get your favorite knife. Users on our site can hand out skins themselves, and participants need to fulfill some simple conditions. For example, watch a video or buy a case on our website. After that, you automatically become a member of the distribution. Go to the user giveaways tab and do what you like. Hellcase.
The hunger for glory feeds the desire, the courage to look for a challenge, to feed your ambitions. To reach for greatness. To become the champion of champions.
First game of the day went by pretty swiftly, which means we had an extended break between that and this. We do find ourselves with the second game of the day, alternate Apeks versus Monte, going to be coming through here. In the Swiss stage, we do have another one of those 1-0 matches, so the winner of this game will obviously progress through to the 2-0 bracket in the Swiss stage. The loser will go down into the 1-1 bracket. We'll join Partizan. Don't know if we have a schedule for you guys, just so you can see the action that we have had today, and the action still lined up after this game as well. But we started off with Partizan against Into the Breach, and Into the Breach actually had a pretty comprehensive victory there. They won 16-8 on the first map, and then I believe 16-9 on the second. Yeah, so comfortable win there on both of the maps for Into the Breach. So they're the first team into the not the first team actually, there's a few teams that went yesterday into a 2-0 bracket. But anyway, point is, it's Monte versus alternate Apeks. Let's actually bring up the rosters, because there's a lot to talk about here with both these teams. So you guys know what the circuit's about, you know how it goes. Play-ins, group stage, playoffs. We're here in the second stage right now, and we have got the names of the Monte players on our screen. Now, this Monte team is proving to be a legit force. I think that they kind of were just seen as puggers before, when they were sort of coming into their own, when they sort of first formed this roster. You know, they had a lot of different players in and out. We had Boros we had Joel. Boros was in and then out of the team. Red Star was in the team and then out of the squad. So it hasn't been super consistent. Fessa, another player, but it feels like they finally settled on a really solid 5 players here. All 5 of these guys have been known as fraggers in their past in some way or another. So there's no weak link at all. You got Bodo, who's actually the IGL and the Yorp of the team. You got Boros, who's the spearhead. I mean, this guy's just insane on the rifle. One of my favorite players to watch. And then the trio of Demq, Krasnal, and Sam Da Young or SDY also all incredibly strong. So that's the thing about this Monte team. There's literally no weak links. There's no player you can look to exploit or, you know, think that sort of lags behind. And they've got Coach LMBT, very experienced. I mean, at least to me, mostly associates him with his time at Mouse Sports. I think he did a lot of work there, right? If I'm not mistaken, he was coaching Mouse, right? Anyway, let's see here. I can actually look at his coach profile on HLTV right now. Right. That's great. I don't see Miles there in the coach slot, so maybe I'm mistaken, but I'm sure he was. I know he was. Anyway, so that is the Monte team. They're just absolutely stacked with skill. Very fun team to watch. Explosive individuals, talented. They can get away with a lot, and in some good form right now. In some really good form. Also qualified for the RMR recently as well in the second closed qualifier. So that was really good work out of them. And I said the second closed qualifier, the closed qualifier itself. Let's have a look at their opponents, Alternate Ateks, coming here into this matchup. It is the German team who also underwent a few changes from last season into this season. They brought Slacks and Speedy into the squad, which have just been massive upgrades, right, for Alternate Ateks. Nothing against what it was Panics on the AWP before, but Slacks is recognized as one of the best German AWPers out there, right? Was a part of Sprout previously, now finds himself in a team full of his countrymen once again. And yeah, he's definitely one of the players they look to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Is Slacks 1.1 rating over the past 3 months, so he's in some decent form with the AWP. You've got Orzek, who's their most dominant rifler. He is also they call him the Bald Eagle, but the Bald Eagle, the Bald Demon, actually, not the Bald Eagle. That's the American bird. What am I talking about? They call him the Bald Demon, and with good reason, because he is an absolute demon in the server. Plays some fearless Counter-Strike, does Orzek, which is what I love about him. Always looking to just try and push the issue, not afraid to take those 50-50 gunfights. So often the guys like to take the responsibility on his shoulders as well. You won't really see him in the backline, playing a cautious style, that's for sure. Zen, the coach as well, also an integral part of the lineup. He's been a part of the squad and the organization for a long period of time. And then Freeze and Perks, they're sort of some of the pillars in the squad. Of course, Freeze, the IGL, they are long-standing members of Alternate Ateks. And Speedy, obviously, the most recognized player or the most experienced player on the server by some distance. I mean, been involved in the professional Counter-Strike scene since 2013, at least CSGO, that is. Probably Miles and Painter being his highlight. But yeah, had some good time in Sprout as well. So there's some history there between Speedy and Slacks. Anyway, that is how it is set up here. Let us have a look at the veto. Now, the veto is pretty predictable coming into this one, guys, because both teams have got their permabans. It's Inferno for Monte, and Mirage is not actually the permaban for Alternate Ateks. Nuke is. Okay. That's interesting. I guess they're just so scared of the Mirage that they weren't even willing to float it. They even leave their permaban in the pool. So Anubis picked by Monte. They're not keen to try and pick the permaban of Alternate Ateks. They go with their strength. Overpass in response from the German team, and Ancient will decide the series if we need a third map. First map, though, is live. So let us see what's going to happen here on Anubis. Okay, pistol round underway. Of course, this is the pick of Monte, which means Alternate Ateks have the choice of sides. And they've chosen to start on the CT side, interestingly enough. Look at those 1x bet odds. My God, that is a lot more one-sided than I expected them to be. Yeah, okay. Speedy maybe showing 1x bet that they've gotten a little bit ahead of themselves here. Great pistol round coming through here from Alternate Ateks. 2-man advantage. They got control of the bomb as well in towards Cave. The remaining couple players rotating in that direction as well. They've got a strong hold on this round right now. Great flashbang for Voro to try and fight off of himself, and Demku desperately pushing their way through. Will get 2 kills back, leveling it back into a 2 versus 2. Control of the bomb somewhat relinquished as he falls back to Canals. Does Speedy, and Voro will just absolutely destroy him. My God, what is this pistol round coming through from Monte? Down into the 2 versus 4. Bomb dropped in control of the CT side. But they have just dismantled the CTs emphatically. And they're going to run and win the race to the A side. Slacks is on a quick flank there. Are they going to hear the footsteps is the question. I think that Voro has heard him. No. Looking back and forth, Slacks will pluck Voro out the air. That means Demku's left in the 1 versus 1. Slacks looking to rescue the situation here for his team. He's done damage. Doesn't have a kit, but that shouldn't be a problem here. I don't think time is going to be the issue here for Slacks. He's still waiting, posting up, holding the angle. Demq continues to give him the fights. Missed shots there from Slacks aplenty, but eventually will connect on the body shots. Lots of missed shots there from Demq as well. The fact that he wasn't able to finish off the frag with any of those jiggles or those peaks. And it is going to be Ultimate Ateks who win the pistol round, as they should have. I mean, they were up 4v2 with control of the bomb. Then they have to win it in a 1 versus 2 fashion. But they make it happen, and that's what matters. It's going to be a force back in response from Monte. No surprise there. Bomb plant, lots of kills in the pistol round as well. They've got a decent amount of utility. SDY even opting for the Desert Eagle so he can afford a full belt. He is often the man who throws a lot of the util for the team. Throws majority of the flashes on the T side, mostly for Boros to get his peaks and Vodo with his AWP as well. Does look like they're just going to try and feel out towards A main. I don't think that this is actually part of where they want to finish in the round. They're just trying to deny Ultimate Ateks information, force them back into the A site, and hopefully draw some rotations as a result. Just by showing that presence and forcing Perks to deploy his utility, it's just going to mean Ultimate Ateks have to make some sort of a decision. And their choice is going to get is to get aggressive in towards B main. Pushing through, that's a lot of information that they gained as a result. And Freeze now playing around middle is going to be catching the timing that takes down Vodo. Doesn't take a huge amount of damage in the process either. So nice opening kill coming through for the IGL. Orzek on a great off angle there as well. Catches Boros completely off guard. Never going to be worried about that angle. And now it is going to be the A side hit coming through here. But the German team more than prepared to deal with this. They've got 3 players littered around the A bomb site right now. Fights being taken left, right, and center. Kills being found plenty. Going to be easy to finish off the job here. SDY. No room to breathe eventually is shut out, and it's actually going to be a flawless anti-force buy coming through from the CT side. Able to recover one of the AKs, a Galil as well. That means they've got 5 rifles at their disposal coming up against an eco now. Ultimate Ateks haven't played a huge amount of Counter-Strike, at least on HLTV recently. They did play a game against Masonic yesterday, or the day before yesterday, should I say, the 22nd. It was actually the 21st. They played against Masonic on the 21st. They won that series 2-1. Outside of that, their last series on HLTV was 4 weeks ago against Undefined. My God, Vodo, what on earth is that? The double kill with the Desert Eagle. I'm rambling on about statistics and results. And Vodo says, why aren't you watching my POV? 3 kills from him with the Desert Eagle. Speedy charges through the molly, but he will fall victim as well. Quad kill coming through from Vodo. Unfortunately, once we do see it from his perspective, it's going to be Orzek getting the kill, but Vodo should surely have done more than enough here for his team to win the round from this position. It was an eco from Monte, but they have marched on to victory. God almighty, what is that round from Vodo with the Desert Eagle? How does he find both of those kills to open and then just a third while running? He is in remarkable form. Can't wait to see him and his team at the RMR event. They're looking so legit. I'm keen to see them against proper tier 1, the top of tier 2 on LAN. Definitely back them as a dark horse team going on into that event, man. You look at the strength of their individuals. These guys pop off. They could have some very interesting results throughout that RMR event. Okay, Ultimate Ateks able to afford an investment coming into the next round here, but Speedy has fallen. That puts Orzek in a bit of an awkward position now, trying to deal with both B main and Cave. Support does arrive, and a kill goes back onto Vodo, so that's a decent frag. Vodo was sort of feeling out towards middle. That's the second time Freeze has been able to get that kill. We'll try to keep a tally of that throughout the half. His Freeze is that mid play on the CT side. Perk's going to be up close here with the MP9. Krasnil peeking into the angle, will fall victim. Demq at least able to get the trade in the meantime. A kill did come through towards mid. And it's actually a 3 versus 2. Both of the remaining players for Ultimate Ateks stacked up on top of each other. And Boros going to be close enough to hear the footsteps here. Hasn't actually relayed the info through. Looks like SDY is a bit slow to react. Great angle taken here by Boros as they're going to be crossing straight into his crosshair. First falls. The second tries to respond, but Boros will deal with both of them in kind. Monte level up the scoreline and break the CT side economy in the process. going to be Vodo to open up there. This is pistols, but they're stacked up on the B side of the map right now, which is exactly where Monte are throwing a couple of their players. And although Boros gets a wonderful triple kill on the spray down, nice little transition there amongst the frags. It's actually still 2 kills here for Alternate Attics, which would certainly be regarded as a success in the full eco. No investments into the round from them, so that is that's decent stuff. Ozek has an AK and looking to try and save that gun. Little does he know, Demke's all the way already back here deep towards the docks. But Ozek, despite the fact that he doesn't have armor, actually able to get that kill. SDY proceeds with caution, underarms the smoke. That's going to be enough to dispel Ozek as he's going to now commit to saving the gun. He kind of thought maybe he has a chance there if he can drop somebody crossing. And I actually like the fact that he does want to feel that one out, but as the smoke comes through, he'll head for the hills. 3 kills for Ozek in the round, actually. Wonderful impact there in terms of the economic damage. Is going to be Monte able to gain themselves the lead, though, for the first time on the map. Their map pick. Next up is Overpass. That is the pick of Alternate Attics. It's a great map for the German team. They've played it 15 times in the past 3 months. Tie for the second most played. They've got a great win rate on the map as well. 73% beating teams like GODSENT, Masonic, Prospect as well, though that Heat victory does date back to last year. Ozek on for the ace. Will find the ace. My god. In the eco round, Ozek gets all 5 kills and he'll stay alive as well, so he'll carry the gun into the next. That is phenomenal economic damage coming through from Ozek. On the flip side, Overpass actually not... It's kind of, I would say, Monte's second worst map after Inferno. They've played it 3 times in 3 times this year. Won it twice. Lost it against Prospect. So if there was a map that Alternate Attics would feel like they're in a good, in with a pretty good chance to actually upset Monte, Overpass would be that map. 6th round upon us, another gun round. AWP in play for Slacks, and there are players stacked up over towards the safe side of the map right now. 3 players to be precise. Slacks is one of them, playing from behind the site. That's going to be baiting Perks into the fight. Good kill coming out of both of them. Slacks is burning, though, standing in the molly, completely blinded up. He had no idea which way was up or down. Is going to be some Die Young to push into the site. He does inflict death onto one. Voro, the next man up to the plate. Support not far away from him with the AWP. Here's out the angles. Demke tries to swing out, but he will fall to Speedy. Now a 1 versus 2. Voro blinded up close and personal with the AWP right now. Incendiary going to force him further back. What time to play with right now does the Ukrainian sniper. And Alternate Attics need to be sure that they don't offer up any unnecessary fights. He's been spotted on the jiggle. Speedy will now know no chance to peek after that. That's why Voro's actually used that opportunity to swing out. He's trying to find the fight with Ozek. He knows where the crossfire is set up. He knows what's going on here. Waiting for one of them to expose themselves. Great discipline here right now from Alternate Attics, though. Not offering up an inch, forcing Voro out into the open. Will be able to get the kill on the first. Speedy can't get the trade. Now it's down to the 1v1, and Voro snaps up the flick. Beautiful kill there onto Speedy as well. What a way for Monte to win the round. I mean, you can't even fault Alternate Attics at all. That was just sheer brilliance from Voro, the way that he innovates and engineers those 2 kills. Ozek gets wide peaked, and then Voro knows immediately where the remaining player is, so he just jumps behind the pillar so that he can reset his AWP. And he deals with Speedy with a wonderful flick to get that killed as well. Now it's going to be an eco for Alternate Attics after winning the pistol and winning against the Force. They then lost to an eco, and they haven't been able to win a round since then. Voro's completely blinded up. Actually, he doesn't die while he's blind. He regains his vision just to see Ozek appear, who's getting the kills with the Desert Eagle. We're stuck on the corpse while Ozek drops more corpses. Some Dayan could be in a spot to bother here as well. Holding on the timing of the peek here from Slacks, but SDY actually able to react in time. Not the cleanest anti-eco coming through from Monte. They do lose 2 players, a bit better than their previous anti-eco, where all 5 of them died. But it is 5 in a row here for Monte. Like I said, though, regarded as a T-sided map, when you look at Monte's statistics on Anubis as well. They've played the map 14 times in the past, well, since it was released, right, which is just coming up on 2 months now. And they've got a 60% win rate on their T side and a 55% win rate on their CT side. So they're very comfortable on both sides. Great damage through the smoke there onto Slacks. That's going to make his life so much more difficult going into the rest of the round here with the sniper. Can't afford to sort of take those aggressive picks. Now he's going to have to hold angles and wait, but speaking of holding angles and waiting, that's exactly what Perks has done over towards Zay. Demke's walked into him, and Perks has happily obliged. So that is going to be an opening kill in the round here for Alternate Attics. As a response from Monte, looks like they're going to try and close the gap in towards middle. Nobody looking for this right now from Alternate Attics. They've left this completely open, fully exposed. Bottle spots one, pushing in towards a main. Where do they go from here? A wraparound B looking like the best option, because they've also got Krasnal, who's still towards cave, so he can pinch his way through and apply pressure once his teammates do commit to the flank. Alternate Attics have absolutely no idea this is the case right now. You've got a player coming all the way around through CT spawn as well. Speedy is a dead man first, falls, Bottle swings for the second, will catch Orzik on the platform as well. And that is the bomb getting into the B bomb site. And although Alternate Attics thought they had everything in control that round, they were actually the fools. And it is going to be a 3 versus 3. Looks like they're going to have a crack at this retake. 2 players coming through from the flank right now. It is Boros in a forward position. Alternate Attics aware of this, doesn't matter, because Freeze will just walk straight into his crosshair. Boros is just taking names right now. That's his 10th kill here on the half. And it is going to be Slacks left remaining. He was the player who took all that damage through the smoke at the start of the round and hasn't been able to have any impact after that. At least will be able to save his sniper, but that's a 6th in a row here for Monte. All off the back of an eco round as well, right? So that's a bit frustrating. This game was always going to be very difficult for Alternate Attics, playing against an informed Monte with strong players across the board. That's why losing anti-eco rounds is just detrimental, man, to say the least. Absolutely can't afford those mistakes. Okay, back into the game we go. Sorry, just had some tech issues on my side. I had to resolve all as well. Looking like Alternate Attics might have some issues here in this eco round as well. Obviously, they've got the AWP they saved from the previous. They've got pretty deep pockets coming into this eco round as well with that max round loss bonus behind them. But they've lost their IGL. Not an ideal start. Does look like Monte are going to try and knock on the door of the A bomb site here. A couple players set up, one of them with the AWP. Slacks posted up on the angle. So if Alternate Attics would want one approach from Monte, this would be it. But Slacks missing a push shot there means Perks will lose his life. At least Slacks is able to follow up with the trade. But essentially, that could be a second kill with the sniper if he hits the first. Maybe a bit critical, but now his job becomes impossible. Pinch coming through from middle right now. 5 on the timer. Will be hitting a nice shot there onto Boros, but it's just going to be a couple of kills that inflict damage to the economy of Monte. Certainly not impacting the outcome of the round. Looking at Monte's money here, I mean, it's not like they've actually got huge amounts of cash, considering they're about to have won a 7th round in a row. Obviously going to get another $3,400 here as well when they win this round, but Vodo will finish off the job. And it is going to be Monte who go up 7-2, 7 rounds in a row. Okay, another gun run for Alternate Attics. Can they try and change the tune here on Anubis? Because this has been all Monte. 1-1-3 set up here, the name of the game. 3 players in towards the B side of the map. There is an AWP over there as well on Slacks. Krasnol's 1-7 right now, but that just hasn't been felt at all, just because of how well his team have been doing. Going to be a run boost here for Monte to position Photo in towards middle very early on. Yeah, I love the innovation coming through from them. Able to gain some early control in mid, and actually Alternate Attics, they've fallen prone to this already, where they leave a lot of space in towards mid, and they kind of just hope that Monte don't push through there. It's been a big part of Monte's defaults, though, to put numbers in towards mid and gain that control and force the CTs back and deprive them of a lot of information. Look at how that forces Slacks to rotate around as well. He's got all the way back through CT spawn. So this is actually pretty awkward for Alternate Attics right now. They are fairly well poised to deal with an execute in towards the A bomb site, though. That looks like it's going to be the case as well. Orzek going to be the first point of contact. Has a fight there with DMQ. SDY going to try and get himself in towards the site as well, but Slack should be posted up on the angle, and he is. No kills coming through for the T side. It's a flawless defense from Alternate Attics. Finally, Photo able to get a frag back. But 30 seconds on the clock, the bomb dropped in full control of the CT side. This one's unrecoverable. It's just about taking his AWP into the next, and Speedy's going to make sure that that's not an option. Alternate Attics finally back to winning ways. They find the recipe. Good setup there with 3 players on the A site. This time, they were more focused towards mid because Speedy had rotated back out of B, so Monte couldn't flank them. And also, it was Slacks who